What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with another Dokkan Battle video. Now, I'm a little late on this one. It dropped earlier this morning, but I haven't really had a chance to get onto it. So let's talk about Android 13, because this is probably one of the easiest EZAs, at least to build a team for, that I've seen in a really long time. And the reason for that is, because if we go in here, Battle Info, it says, and I quote, Super Saiyans. Category is Super Saiyans. Now, Super AGL, Super Tech, Super Int, and Super Strength. So AGL, Tech, Int, and Strength. Let's see. We got AGL. We got AGL, Tech, Int, and Strength. So we need to get rid of our physical and trade him out with an AGL. So we'll get rid of him, and we'll just grab the AGL version. Why not? So if this is the only one that's kind of really off the table, everyone else should be fine. So let's just go with it. Let's just go with it. Now, of course, I'm running a bunch of LRs with this team just because, you know, like, why not? There's enough key there. It's really not that big of a deal. And you'll see here in a moment that, honestly, now I'm going to go ahead and do one modification here because I got my two leaders side by side. But you'll see that with all the key that's on the table, we are getting U-Supers left, right, and center. It's really crazy. So we should be wiping this out pretty effectively. Now, he is AGL here in this form, so the strength units probably are going to be doing the best job. But it does say they're effective. So that be what it be. Maybe it was, I don't know why I said super physical wasn't, but whatever. Whatever. I would think super strength wouldn't be. Did I read that wrong? They seem to be putting in work. I'm going to double check that next turn. But once again, an easy team to build for. Now, what I did, and this was kind of like my whole thing, I'm looking for a 200% lead nowadays. I'm always looking for the 200% lead. So as you'll see here, the lead that I'm running is actually the Battle of Fate lead. And the reason for that, when this comes back around, I'll show you all the options that you have on the table, because the Battle of Fate team is stockpiled with Super Saiyans. In fact, as you saw there, I was spoiled for choice on LRs. So we have almost a complete team of Super Saiyan LRs just going to town. It's crazy good. All right. Oh, he did like nothing. Come on, dude. It's base level attacks. They're just getting laughed at. The good news is, even when he did his essay, we just kind of like brushed it off. So it's really not that big of a deal. Now, some extra text wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe I'll go swap some out for text. We'll go see here in a moment. Let's see what he does here. Ooh, look at that. 3.6. Yeah, he's doing such a great job. Choosing this, he's the only non-LR that I have on the team, but as you can see, he's absolutely putting in work. So that Tech Trunks is like our MVP. The Vegeta did next to nothing. Oh, but you know what? I think that Vegeta is the one that's extreme, not super. So let's double check it here. Just make sure I'm not crazy. AGL, Tech, Int, and yeah, it does say Super Strength. So that be what it be. And yes, that's the evil Vegeta. So we'll get rid of that unit. He's extreme, so he's definitely not up to the task. But as you can see here, I've done Super Saiyan and Battle of Wits. I'm sorry, I said Battle of Fate. Battle of Wits. My apologies. And once again, we're spoiled for choice. And everybody's just putting in work. So let's go ahead and choose. Let's see. I don't think this unit's going to do much. Supreme damage, lowers defense. What are his? Nah, he's going to do nothing. So let's grab. Yeah, we'll grab him. I don't think he's going to do huge. Well, no, you know what? He's physical, so he's not. We'll grab his AGL counterpart. Why not? I don't suspect they're going to be the greatest, but they'll be all right. They're going to put in work. Here we go. So, Battle of Fate, not Battle of Wits. My apologies on that. 200% team, And now we have it stacked out exactly how we need it. So that Int Vegeta's gone because, once again, he was extreme, not super. And that's just a slight oversight on my part. And we got rid of our physical unit for the AGL counterpart. Admittedly, the AGL unit is a free-to-play. Not expecting huge things out of him. But, no, we'll see what happens here. Maybe I'm underestimating him. Also, I think he might have an EZA that I haven't done yet. Shame on me. A lot of those free-to-play EZAs just annoy me sometimes. It's just very little payoff for how much work you do on them sometimes. You just don't use them terribly often. Look at that 7 mil crit. Now, I don't know what Vegito's going to do here. Nah, not really doing much of anything. His counters, though, might make him worthwhile. Ooh, 1.5 mil with a crit, though. All right, let's see if our strength unit will actually wipe him out. Can we get a critical hit with our crit? Or, I'm sorry, strength. Can we get a critical hit with our strength unit? Yes, 5 mil. Look at that. Look at that. Like I said, this team absolutely laughs at this. Here we go. So we're going into the final phase here. We got 3 more of these left. And we're just going to let this go. Now, the exception to that would be, once again, if I have my 2 leaders side by side, which we do not actually in this situation. Though I might still, let's see. Those Trunks units probably would do better side by side. Actually, shockingly, no. No, they're going to be better there. So, color me shocked in that one. Also, that Trunks did not get a super, but it is what it is. I probably could have swapped them around. I just let it auto run, so that's shame on me. But 5.2 mil with a crit. Can we get a second crit? 4.3 mil with no crit. So, once again, Tech Trunks absolutely putting in that work. Okay, here goes Goku. 4 mil, no crit. I said Goku, but I think it was actually good, the Vegito unit still. You get the idea. All right, so our leaders are side by side, so I'm going to break up that team and just kind of let them run amok here. So this is definitely, with no question, no doubt, going to be the end of this run. Now, the only thing I'm a little worried about, he is a type advantage, but we laughed it off. So, yeah, no big deal. Ain't even worried. When I saw, and I'll be real with you guys, when I saw that this said it was the Super Saiyans team, I immediately knew this was going to be a breeze, an absolute breeze. All right. There we go, 5.8 mil crit. Nice. Nice. These units are monsters, y'all. Just absolute beasts. Let's keep going. The best part is I'm not sure most of these guys are fully link leveled. I'm finally catching up to my link leveling. I have most of my LRs all the way up to level 10. And especially with the link orbs nowadays, that is becoming so much easier. So much more user-friendly to link level. Because I don't have the time of the day to just let it run. You know, like I'm often doing other things. So, you know, that really isn't my forte. But now having the keys and having the orbs, just a perfect sweet spot. All right, 6 mil crit. Let's see what else we got out of these guys. 4.7 mil attack stat. Can we get a critical hit? Critical hit? Yeah, 5.3 mil crit. Nice. They're going to eat in that save, but once again, I'm not worried about it. I think they're going to be okay. Yeah. There was a point in my life where I'd worry about a 1.24 or 124K SA, but those days are in the past. Ooh, normally I break up that combo, but I kind of feel like we're not even going to get there. I feel like Trunks is going to wipe this out. All right, Trunks, what you got? Okay. Bam, 5.4 mil. Oh, we actually might need... Ooh. You know what? Not breaking them up might have been a mistake. I might have put too much faith in Trunks. Okay. Let's see. They're not linked up now. And that's going to be a slight problem. They're still going to win. I mean, they're still going to beat him, but they're not going to hit it nearly as hard as they could. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a problem per se. It just was a genuine oversight. All right, final run here. As I said, guys, from the very beginning, this is going to be super easy. I'm not worried about this in the slightest. Even when I had those 2 units on the team that were at a slight deficit, it was good. But if you keep those units on there up to level 30, that's when you could run into some problems. But by and large, right now, we are in the good. I'm going to do one quick thing here. I'm going to swap them out. Yeah, look at that. And that, and that. That quick swap was absolutely worthwhile. And they dodged his SA. You love to see it. You just love to see it. All right. Bam. 5.9 mil attacks that. 5.9 mil critical hit. The attack that was probably in the high 4s. I didn't even pay attention. I hate to admit. Okay, 4 mil attack stat. Let's see what we got here. Now, they're a type disadvantage, but they are effective in this. So I think that negates the actual type disadvantage. Ooh. No critical hit, though. That definitely did take that away. So actually, I take that back. They are disadvantageous here. Obviously. They're just effective. They'll do their damage. They're just not going to do as much damage because they are nerfed a little bit. But here comes Trunks. Both of them, in fact. Now we'll actually be able to get to see the LR shine here. Let's see what happens. So 3.6 mil. Can we get a critical hit? No critical hit, but 3.7 mil hit. Nevertheless, why was that second hit not a... Bro, we need that second hit to be an SA. We need that second hit to be an SA. I don't know why you're skimping on me here. Okay, 1.4 mil. Let's see what Trunks does here. Is that 500k? Yeah. Ooh. All right. Trunks kind of embarrassing himself. That's okay. So we're on to turn 3. Okay. Ooh. His counters are doing nothing now. His counters are practically tickling. All right, worth noting. At least he's not... Okay. So when he gets a critical hit, it's worthwhile. Nice. Okay. That definitely made him worth... All of a sudden, that made him very worthwhile. So, critical hits in the AGL Vegito. That severely old one. But you know, once again, if you think about it, if you line him up in a turn where he's going to get tons and tons and tons of attacks incoming, that could be worth, because you could have 8, 9 attacks just... And if all those critical hit, those all become very substantial attacks. So, well, culminating to enough, some substantial damage, I guess I should say. Ooh, we're on turn 4? Man. I really thought turn 3 would be the end of this. I mean, once again, look at her health. Are we worried? Just surprised it's taking this long. Now, this is one I probably, if I needed some extra Zenny, this is one I could probably farm up to level like 100. So, if you really wanted to go further, you could. But for now, I'm going to back out. Now, we got to talk about the Android 13 EZA coming up here soon. But for now, like, comment, and share. Go grab your Dragon Stones. And if you ran this team, I assure you, you got all the missions down here. So, Easy peasy, couldn't be sweeter. Like, comment, share. I'll be back with more coming up here real soon.